Hey, Ellie here, and today I'm going to talk about Kant's categorical imperative, so if you don't like philosophy stuff, you could probably just turn the video off now. Anyway, I'm going to go over here. There's two parts to the categorical imperative. First part is that you should always act according to the moral rule that you can consistently wish everyone else would follow, which this is partly why he bases his view that homosexuality is wrong, because if he consistently wished that everyone practiced homosexuality, then the human race would end, which is obviously contrary to our survival as a species. Anyways, the second categorical imperative part of it is that you should always act according to the rule that treats others as ends and not as means to an ends. In other words, you shouldn't use somebody. Now, there are problems that comes up, and what he uses the categorical imperative for is to kind of choose his moral decisions, or that's what he bases his moral decisions on. But they don't always act up. Morals and philosophy and ethics, everything there's a lot of gray area. You can't just make a black and white line and say this is, if it follows this rule, it's good. If it doesn't follow this rule, it's bad. You can't do that. There's a lot of objections and kind of things that go against this. Like an example it goes against this as a counter example is if there were too many people in the lifeboat, if there was one too many person, and if there was one too many people, then it would sink and everyone would die, which obviously is not a good thing to do. But if one person had to sacrifice themselves and go out, or if they forced someone to jump out of the lifeboat, then they would be using that person to save their own lives. So, common sense says one person jumps out of the boat because the most survives. But that's utilitarianism, which is almost always butts heads with Kant. Anyway, so the categorical imperative doesn't always work, and there's obviously other cases that you could use to distinguish this. Our society is generally utilitarianistic and built around that, and Kant isn't obviously nearly as accepted. His ideas and everything aren't generally used in our society today. Anyway, but on the second part, it's about not using somebody. He says that using someone's wrong. It's not about consequences, but respect other people. They treat them with the dignity they have as a person, kind of thing. So anyway, that's Kant's categorical imperative, part 1 and 2. And anyway, I'll have a video. Probably I'll post another video tomorrow. Anyways, bye.